Hello, I'm Lizzie and I've come to Miniland Farm to speak to some animals to find out what it's like living on a farm and to ask them some really important questions. Let's go. I've got a lovely bunch of flowers for you. I was coming to your house. I thought I should bring you a gift. So, would you like these? Oh, okay then. Just eat them. This is Zachariah over here. How is your day going? Have to really think about that. So I've heard that you really wear your heart in your sleeve. Is that right? You have a nice white sort of face colour to your face when you're feeling calm, but also when you are feeling different emotions, you go more red and blue. But like you seem to be at the moment, the way that you're just walking away from me. But that's fine. Everyone goes through moments and they just need to be on their own, don't you? You're about to see something you may have never seen before. Goat agility. Isn't that right, Kenny? Are you ready? I mean, he's way ahead of me. Look at him go. Stand high. Well done. This is the wonderful Kenny the pygmy goat. He's a wonderful young goat who's absolutely gorgeous and very popular here on the farm, but it wasn't an easy start to life as sadly he was born by cesarean, which stressed out his own mum, meaning that she was unable to provide milk or the love that he needed to grow. So farmhand Joe took him in and tried to raise him, and it seemed pretty successful as now Kenny is back living with his dad Billy in one of the pens just across the way, and he's a very happy goat who does agility. Goat agility. I mean, look out, Crufts. Here you come. I'm joined by Digger the bunny rabbit. As you can see, he is definitely a rabbit, aren't you? And he's getting really excited because he likes to spend his weekends running around because he loves to stretch his legs. Is that right? Do you aspire to be an athlete one day? Yes, he likes the hurdles in particular. So, when you're on duty during the week, what is your job? Listening to people. And can you tell me what you've heard this week? No comment, strictly confidential. We can't know about what he's been telling or what he's been hearing from lots of people this week. But you do enjoy listening, don't you? Now, I should have introduced you. Yaya Binks. Do you like eating your friend? Well, you know, the more friends you eat, the less friends you have. It's a life lesson. Would you like to introduce yourself, fine sir? Sam, lovely to meet you. Now, I've heard that you love a little tickle under your chin. Is that right? Ooh, he's getting all ticklish. Well, it's important that you do tickle a sheep under their chin rather than on top, because otherwise that would provoke them to try and start butting you. Isn't that right? Yes, it is. So, who's your favourite singer or artist? Shawn Mendes. Oh, I love him. Oh, Shawn the Sheep Mendes. I see. This is an exclusive interview with Ham Solo the pig because he's invited me along to interview him from his bed. Right, do you think you'll be able to stay awake for your interview, please, sir? Right, he's a very chatty guy, you see, Ham. And so tell me about life on the farm. So the wonderful thing about Ham is that he might not be the handsomest or most beautiful animal on the farm, but he's got such a loving heart, and so many people love him. They love chatting to him, don't they? You're a really good listener, although it does seem like you're very chatty as well. So, what's your favourite story or fairy tale? Three Little Pigs. The story of the three little pigs obviously inspired you because you've got your own house. No one else here on the farm has their own brick house. You obviously went for brick instead of straw, is that right? I guess you have straw as well as brick. And even lighting. Wow. Well, thank you so much for your time, Ham. I'll let you carry on sleeping now. This is the lovely Bandit the ferret. How are you doing? Good. Now, she's a bit of a stinky one, no offence. What perfume do you use? The ferret. Oh, the ferret. I haven't heard of that one. Now, she's a bit wriggly because she has lots of energy, don't you? And she loves running away. Isn't that right? Just to find your friend Kenny. So Bandit here loves Kenny the goat. She was recently found after a few days of running away in Kenny's enclosure. Isn't that right? So Sebastian, as an investigative journalist, I need to ask you the important questions, which you might not find most comfortable, so I do apologise now. Tell me about your haircuts. We don't talk about those. Do you mind if I just hear a little bit about your past haircuts? Because I hear that you're not a fan of going to the barbers. Is that right? He's just staying, keeping himself to himself at the moment in his food. What? Tell me about it. They once gave you a mullet? What? And what? The suspense is killing me. So they once gave you a mullet, because I do hear that you are not the biggest fan of having your hair cut and that you scream the farm down. What else did they do? Gave him a dinosaur-style haircut.
Here we have a lovely little chick who I'm delicately holding on to. He was born just this week, and his name is Brian. Brian's his name, that's what he said. So how is life here on the farm? Not much thus far, that is true. So how have you been spending your days on the farm so far? Singing and painting. You did that one up there. Wowee, Brian, you're so talented.
I'm joined by the lovely, wonderful cat who's been showing me around Millieland Farm, and you work here, don't you? Tell me more about your job, Cat.
So my job is to help the animals support children, and they give their animal therapy. So my role is to support them in animal assisted therapy, where they listen to the children without judgment, and they help them co-regulate with us, so their heart rates and their blood pressure goes lower as the animals' blood pressure goes lower, and they get to have a really fun time here on the farm, as well, interacting with the animals as well as having therapy.
So it's a really special farm, not your average petting farm, because you are helping so many young people get through difficult times. I'm in a good scratch on the fence there. There are so many animals around. You have ponies, you have goats, you have guinea pigs and ferrets. Are there favourite animals for the children, and do you have a favourite?
Yes, so all of the children have a therapy animal that is their favourite, and that'll be a go-to animal to make sure they see every week and that they spend some time with, and just some quality time, with the animal, listening to them and interacting with them. And I do love all the animals on the farm, but I do a lot of work with the rabbits, and some of the rabbits are really brilliant healers, really calm and great listeners. As you saw with their big ears, they are really very good at helping the children calm down and take away the thoughts that don't serve them, and to help support them with their anxiety. And we have enormous progress here. Probably my very favourite animal of all is Digger the rabbit, who you did interview earlier, and who was a bit of a star. He's a magical, yes, he is. He's a magical healing rabbit.
Yes, he is. And for the animals living here at the farm, do you think they have a pretty cozy life, don't they? Lots of attention, lots of food.
It's not a bad life here, yeah. And they have the most beautiful setting, and we're surrounded by National Trust property around us. So the whole area is beautiful and in nature.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much for your time, Kat, and for showing me around the farm today.